Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cookie Run Kingdom, where in a recent video, I managed to get
I see this place
Dark
has hollow
Enchantress
whales
cookie.
too.
No, but it does have a Dark Enchantress right now, because I don't know where she is. Oh, she's right there. Makes it so obvious. Recently in a gacha video, we got Dark Enchantress Cookie herself, the one and only witch tier cookie who is very ominously looking at Prophet, most likely trying to look at his crystal ball. Let's just take you away. Just gonna go ahead and, yeah. Anyways, what this video is gonna be about is we're gonna be doing a little bit of an over video on her, which being, over video? What is this thing down here? Move. I'm sorry. Alright, fixed it. Anyways, basically this will be an overview video where I take again or some of her quotes, I look at her story, upgrade her, and then use her in battle to see how she works, because I am very curious considering how I think there's a high likelihood I'm going to be using her for a while. But with that being said, if you want to leave your questions and comments down in the comment section below for me to read on the videos like these, which unfortunately I won't be reading videos on this videos. I won't be reading comments on this video primarily because I'm going to be focusing on the cookie by itself. But still, if you want to leave your questions and comments in the comment section for me to read on future videos, then you can do so, because it could be random questions, comments, facts, or whatever, because as long as we have a fun time between each other, at the end of the day, that's what matters the most. So, with that being said, first of all, if I pick you up, how does it look? I only picked it up for a sec. By the way, her skull, the skull staff, that's literally on fire. That's literally on fire. By the way, does she have... Sorry, I had to take a quick look. I was like, does she have legs? Because I know in her former sprite, she actually does have, like, visible, like, legs and feet. But, like, this one, I think she's just the soul. So if I put her down... Yeah, I mean, I guess it's behind the rose. But, like, when you put her down, gently it floats down asunder. Just defies darkness. She's got a broom with, grace, I guess. I mean, more like broom with pride. Heck, actually, sometimes you can see the gem right in the center of her, staff sparkle. It swirls. She's just swirling up with the staff, and, I don't think that didn't do anything, right? You slamming the staff down didn't do anything? You do sit with the staff, so it does look pretty peaceful. I am kind of curious just to see how, like, certain jobs do look with her nearby them. Like, if I were to go over to, like, I don't know. Let's say, for example, if she were to give out toys, how does she look? Because I'm sure I'm curious. Like, bam. Oh, she just bows. Well, that's kind of adorable. I mean, I'm not sure if anyone would want to accept a toy from her, but, yeah. What about making, like, or is this the same thing? Oh, no, that's just sweeping. Sorry, I just had to be sure. So, what if it was, like, stirring? Would she, like, stir with her staff or something? Because I am curious. I just want to check out some of these animations. She looks like she put something in that pot. And she knows it, too, and she's not going to tell a single soul about it. I'm terrified. Alright. How about, will there be anything else that's like, no, that's sweeping. Is that for anything? I don't fully remember. Is this, it's more sweeping. Of course it'd be more sweeping. Actually, wait. Cancel that. There's something for being a smith, I think, and also something for a woodcut. So, like, if you... Space, I don't know, how do you... Okay, like that. So, Dark Enchantress is probably going to take a lot of glean doing this. No, she just looks bored. She's really just like, I got demoted doing this garbage. Of course I'd be. Don't worry, we'll get you out of there. I'm pretty sure you have a little bit more fun chopping down a tree, right? Let me just test that out. Like, this isn't going to be all the sprite animations, but, she looks even more infuriated. Why is that? I mean, I understand it's not work, but, like, you seemed happy stirring juice. But are you kidding me? Alright, actually, like, wait. Now I'm curious, how or is it wait, isn't this the same thing? It is the same thing. I don't know why I was, like confusing that with something else. Was there anything, I don't know if there was anything else in specifics, because I think everything else is more or less like sweeping. I don't know. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a gander at some of her quotes. I just really want to look at some of her animations for doing just random stuff. Let's get you far away from the magic, like, little magic school place, because I'm pretty sure that's the last place I would want you to, like, terrorize in.
Oh, you are trembling in fear.
It's not trembling, it's being over-analytic of your schemes. I mean, you're literally the biggest antagonist in the whole entire game. Not even the game, the whole franchise.
I have seen the truth at the banquet.
By the way, if you notice, if you actually tap on her, she, like, kind of shrugs you off. Like, I'll actually show you in photo mode. Like, in photo mode, you tap her. She's like, what the... She's like, what? Don't touch me. Look, what the fuck are you doing? Hell out of here. And of course, the banquet being, you know, Night of the Witches, or something else. I'm assuming that's what she meant by, you know, what happened with White Lily Cookie. That's how she came to be.
Tell me, child. Are you afraid?
Okay. Two misconceptions. One, definitely not a child. Two, not that afraid. Somewhat. Not that much.
You still have no idea, do you?
Well, that's probably because maybe I'm not afraid because I haven't tested you out. So that's the true fact of it.
Everyone has a dark side.
I mean, that is true. I mean, be honest. Like, all of us have, like, you know, the skeletons in our closet that really, paint us out to be awful people. But she is true on that.
Soon, we cookies will rule this world.
I disagree, but then again, you're kind of... Everyone's just kind of here.
Ever seen the Red Dragon?
Especially with how she was literally just doing, like, teleportation tricks right there. Maybe Dark Enchantress does have a point. I'm gonna be honest.
Soon, only I can grant the power to defeat the witches.
I think the only reason why you say that is because you have the actual, magic of the witches that you're actually delving into, which apparently breaks the universe. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other cookies out there. If we were to go into OvenBreak tier, I'm pretty sure there's cookies that could do that and beyond. Long End Dragon, Timekeeper Cookie, most likely like Dreamweaver. Like, there's a lot who can literally do that, but they have their own reasons as to why they wouldn't.
The ultimate cookie will bring a new dawn.
You know, that makes me wonder, are we ever going to get a playable ultimate cookie? Because I don't think we've ever seen that teased yet. I feel like the ultimate cookie may be like the true ultimate, like, final boss, if anything. I don't think we'd ever get an actual playable ultimate cookie, but if we could, oh, we're all screwed.
Fools and hypocrites. Do you expect them to share the truth?
Okay, interestingly enough, it says fools and hypocrites, but in the text it says, do not expect them to share the truth. Her voice line says, do you expect them to share the truth? Which both, and it's, you know, it's both still in like a denying term, but like, you know, just, I guess, spelling error, but then again, they still made it work.
You still have no idea. So fragile.
Shut up. Actually, do you have like a thing with mold dough cookie? I am curious. I could understand pomegranate. Oh, okay, you do. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. The mission will be dangerous. Who shall I send? I'm assuming Moldo is like me. It has to be me. Come on, let it be me, please. Come on. I'm gonna win the lottery. Yep, command me. Of course. He set the popular line, guys. Your initiative is commendable. Well, of course, he only has like one order, and that's to do what you wish. Or technically two. Remember, carry out your mission so that... Go on. Come on. So that what? The others hurt less. Got it. You didn't even need to finish that. I totally understood what you were trying to say. It's just like, it flashed by, but they nearly stepped side by side together. I'm gonna go over some of her more of her quotes over from, you know, her main menu area.
Only I can grant the power. No one can resist the darkness.
By the way, I have to admit, this background is just so cool. I think I mentioned this same thing with like Millennial Tree, but like, come on, this just looks incredulous with like the crimson reds and blacks and like very deep crimsons I've already mentioned. Like the little candle that's right there. I don't even think it's a candle, I think it's a mirror. But like it has literally horns attached to it. The summoning circle right underneath her. Like honestly, it's stuff like this where I really wish this could go into like photo mode. Like how you can get rid of every other like side HUD element. Like, that would actually be really cool. And you know for a fact, I'm going to be buffing this cookie up to the limit. Like, next time I do World Exploration, which, it's probably going to be World Exploration first, and then this video. Oh, you have no idea. Anyway.
Those stubborn fools do not deserve their soul jam.
Obviously talking about the ancient cookies. Then again, it would be funny if you were talking about the beast cookies, since they literally tried, overtaking you. You can actually change her appearance if you manage to get her to a higher ascension, which that demon on her back looks terrifying, but we're not at that point, and she has no costume, which is surprising, but then again, maybe she might have like a costume where it makes her look like classic Dark Enchantress in the future? I don't know.
Darkness will consume this land.
I hate to break it to you, that's called nighttime.
Darkness. There is no future for those who cling to the past.
So I'm assuming you're not much of a nostalgic person. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
There is no future. Those stubborn fools. You know nothing of the world's truth.
Yeah, keep telling yourself. Well, I'd say that, but I also keep telling me that. Then again, are those tear lines right underneath your eyes? I just want to make that as a quick mention.
Those stubborn. You know, struggle all you want. Your fate is sealed.
You're making me like you less and less.
I shall crush this world, built on sweet lies.
So, do you hate Shadow Milk because you kind of still took him in?
I shall crush this. There is no struggle all you.
I'm just gonna spam all this stuff.
Reject your pitiful fates, O deserts.
So, make him kill others until they die? Real good stuff.
I shall, there is no, you know nothing.
Is there anything else you gotta say?
There is no, I shall become more terrifying than any witch.
That'd be impressive if you could actually pull that off, but we'll have to wait and see for that to happen. By the way, there's a setting guide down here, which, like, it gives you little topping setups. Interesting. That's actually pretty unique how it tells you, like, oh, here's some good, like, effects that you could try, like a mix between, you know, attacks with also a topping tart and basic setting tips. Honestly, I wonder if these are based around topping tarts that you'd have, which also, I love bonus effect. Damage resist bypass, damage resist bypass, damage resist bypass, damage resist bypass. And then, tier 2, chaos damage, give me some. Oh my gosh. I'm getting the hiccups from just all the damage. If I press apply, what happens? I have, like, nothing. Okay, well, definitely gotta grind up for that. But, let's go ahead and focus on our story, which says right here. It is said that every 1,000 years, all witches from near and far come together for the Night of the Witches, and on that very day, or very night, Dark Enchantress Cookie was born. A dose of concentrated dark magic and poisonous scarlet pomegranate syrup gives this cookie a deliciously evil taste. Since the moment of her creation, Dark Enchantress Cookie was filled with sweet ambition. She brought chaos to the Night of the Witches gathering and escaped with the dark secrets of the creators. Now her grand design threatens heroes, awakens beasts, and seeks to shatter the very order of the cookie world. Have this cookie's once noble ambitions and adamant beliefs faded into the shadows? When countless cookies face a future of suffering and ruin, this cookie merely smiles. Step by step, she carefully prepares for the final banquet. A new world will be forged when destiny is cast aside. So may darkness reign forever on Earth Bread. I don't think this is necessarily what we want. Heck, I'm pretty sure it's something that no one wants, unless they just want to go to sleep forever, aka die. But you know, it sucks because it says that, like, oh yeah, she did have ambitions. You know, they were once noble. But, like, here's the thing. They say that they're gone. Great. So, here's her gotcha animation, if anyone is curious, when you first pull for her.
I shall become more terrifying than any witch. Are you prepared to look into darkness?
You know, now that I think about it now, I think one of the reasons why she is, like, a primary antagonist, especially with the recent events, is because she's basically becoming the swore thing that she chose to hate, being, you know, the witches and how their whole entirety of existence is to eat cookies. But she's became the witch now because of the newfound power, because it's forbidden. So maybe that's why she's like, it's kind of like a hypocrite protagonist, or antagonist. What am I saying? Anyways, the skill here is actually called Visions of Doom, and oh my gosh, this is very long to explain. Okay. Oh, it's so much. Okay. A bottomless abyss unfolds onto the battlefield, immobilizing all enemies within its range. The abyss increases their cooldown and drains their HP, converting it into HP shield that cannot be removed. Abyssal chains dispel enemy HP and makes enemies unable to gain new HP shields. Other targets become stunned. After the abyss has consumed enough magic energy, it deals damage to all enemies, applying injury. With its last powerful hit, the abyss will turn some enemies into failed creations. Each hit of the abyss applies Dark Enchantress's curse. A legendary ancient ancient, dragon, beast, or super epic cookie with the highest attack becomes a failed creation. This effect cannot be prevented by skills that can make the target resistant or immune to incapacitating effects, or dispelled, and cannot be affected by the debuff resist stat. All epic or lower rarity cookies become failed creations, and other targets become stunned. Failed creations share a part of damage taken by Dark Enchantress cookie. When they are defeated, Dark Enchantress cookie is healed. Dark Enchantress cookie will consume magic energy to become stronger whenever she uses her skill and whenever an ally or enemy is defeated. Her damage dampening and attack will increase proportionally to the amount of magic energy consumed. Upon reaching a certain number of stacks, Dark Enchantress cookie will gain the magic overflow status. In this state, she can revive once in her regular attacks, as well as her skill will also deal more damage. Darkness Unleashed, triggering at certain intervals and dealing damage, will also become enhanced in the state. Dark Enchantress's cooldown will decrease in proportion to her attack boosted with toppings. Also, her attack will increase in proportion to her cooldown reduced with toppings. At the beginning of the battle, Dark Enchantress cookie will briefly become immune to debuffs once per battle. Did you get all that? Because I'm gonna be honest, this is so complex and her skill takes 16 seconds to even load. Oh my gosh. So you have Forbidden Abyss. Apparently this is what happens at the start. I'm pretty sure once using a skill, does normal damage, but it's also doing chaos type damage equal to all cookies, and it also ignores 40% of damage resist, immobilizes people for 3 seconds with 30% cooldown. It will cause HP shields to be blocked, which is overpowered, and also converts 30% of targets max HP into their own shield. Okay, now there's also Abyss Unleashed, where it does single hit damage with chaos, which also does more damage, which ignores damage resist. Also causes injury, which causes max HP to be reduced, and also causes failed creations for everyone. So, like, you know, anyone above epic cookies and also epic cookies and other stuff. She also siphons magic, which adds attack, and also applies magic overflow, which inflicts fear on nearby enemies, and also just does regular attack and vision of poison damage boosted. Darkness Unleashed activates every 10 seconds, and it deals nearly 800% of chaos damage of attack, and Enhanced Darkness Unleashed goes up to 4 times with the damage, and single hit damage is literally nearly 1000%. And lastly, there's Cookie of Darkness. It's a passive buff with debuff resist, damage resist, attack percent, max HP, damage dampening, which also Dark Enchantress' Curse has less damage dealt. Tendrils of Chaos, which also just causes chaos-type damage to be more, and defense does get lower for 10 seconds when hit by the skill. Master of Sorcery lessens cooldown, adds more attack to toppings, and adds more attack per 1% of cooldown. And there's even 5 seconds of immunity. That is so much to take in. I don't think I need convincing anymore. Here, let me go ahead and feed you real quick.
I will reign supreme.
Yeah, of course you will, hun.
My power is growing by the minute.
Well, it's more like growing by the second because of how much I feed you.
I will reign supreme. Do you too yearn for a new world?
No, I just kind of aim to win.
Darkness, gather before me.
Of course.
My power is growing by... Do you too yearn for a new... How simple.
I mean, would you want more?
Darkness, gather before... Only the ultimate power can set Cookie kind free.
Of course, yeah.
How simple. Only the ultimate power can... Only I know the secrets of the witches.
Doesn't White Lily also know that? Could be shared.
Only the ultimate power
New topic slot is available.
can set Cookie kind
Alright, great. So here's what we're gonna do.
free. Count your days, witches.
Uh-huh. And then we're just gonna crank this.
How simple.
Perfect. And we're gonna upgrade it. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take so much. Can I actually upgrade it this much? I don't think I can. I could only get it up to 93. Where can I get more? Packages? And bounties? How many more do I... Oh, wait, I could do 9. I'm gonna get a lot there. I got a ton of these. Use some. We need to crank out a lot. I gotta stack up back on these things because I need to do a lot more upgrading.
You know nothing
Watch this,
of
like
the
only do
world's
just.
truth.
Okay, it's perfect. All right, she's got 400,000 power. Now I definitely need to use you in battle. Alright. Maxed out. Ultimate power. Let's just do a meme. Let's go, castle in the... No. You know what? Actually, maybe. Hall of Enlightenment? What's the, How strong are you? 279. Yeah, we could do it. Yeah, we could probably do it. Alright, you also have quotes for when I put you down in battle?
No mercy.
Sounds about right.
You too shall embrace the darkness.
Maybe.
Pathetic gnats.
Oh, everyone is using the term gnats as an insult. I barely ever uttered the... We gotta go... Yeah, I don't care if we can't get any more souls. I just want to see her literally destroy. Can we reject gnats? Can we embrace plebs? Honestly, I think it's a little bit more fitting. Oh my gosh, did you see that? Okay. She just summons a little, like, portal and just bonk, gets rid of them. Okay. They already just get... Oh, and she could also use just range with them. Sure. That's nice. Alright. So, how about the skill? Sure, let's try it.
This is your end!
And they're all dead. They all just got sent into the oven, and everything else exploded. They're literally stunned with fear, by the way. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, this is great. Down around to kind of the last boss here is Dark Enchantress, so we kind of just have this meme going on. Her bar turns red, by the way, and we see all the buffs down here. Max HP up, damage down, magic siphon, damage dampening, debuff resist, and that attack up. Alright, yeah, that's nice for you. Good job. A little bit of hit right there. Okay, that's good. I think this... Oh, let's just do it.
Your end.
Okay, this is the one that didn't have a phase 2, but guess what? Yeah, now the true Dark Enchantress cookie is right there.
They will learn to embrace the darkness.
Okay, she's just trying to sound it. Look at the pose. You kidding me? You can't just not say like, oh yeah, she's definitely not like, you know, trying to style. Anyways, if you ask me, should you use this cookie? Yes. Like, I'm surprised. Like, honestly, it doesn't even seem like the mix between, like, cooldown and attack is bad. I feel like the thing is, I feel like you should maybe opt for more cooldown, only just because, you know, the skill can be used more often. And I think it did say something about, like, the more cooldown that you can have, or it depends on, like, the toppings that you have equipped. You can actually buff some things up from that. So, that's kind of a way that I can put it. It's not super complicated, but I guess cooldown is definitely more of a better way to go personally. Damage is obviously great. I mean, come on. Damage is just peak for this, but anything is bound to work as long as you know, grind up for it. Like, I've already said that enough. I'm pretty sure there's actually some missions I can complete, like, you know, Path of the Absolute, yeah, that, and this. And there's definitely some more stuff I can get, which I'm probably going to, like, dedicate some biscuits that I got to just putting it on Dark Enchantress, because, major buffs. But with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my kick run content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And down below in the description, you can see all my social media links on my card website where all plebs. You become a member by becoming a pleb for just $1 a month. And also, you can buy some merch at the pleb market. But what else? I'll see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese. I want to give a big shout out to the plebs, aka the members who are supporting the things that I do, being Eduardo Primental, Casual Gaming, Jojo Sands, and Wavy Plays Games. Thank you all so much for all of the love and support, and I'm hoping that we can keep on going forward together.